bride who refused to be silent. In the old days, before roads split the forest, and before radios spoke louder than elders, there stood a village called Umuoa, hidden between thick Iroko trees and guarded by a slow, winding river. In Umuoa, tradition was law, and one tradition stood above all others. A woman must endure. From childhood, girls were taught that marriage was not happiness, it was patience. A woman's tears were expected to fall quietly into the ground, unheard. It was into this village that Nwanyarua was born. Nwanyarua was known for her calm eyes and careful speech. She did not talk too much, yet when she spoke, people listened. Her laughter was soft, but her spirit was strong. When Obinna, the eldest son of a wealthy palm oil merchant, asked for her hand in marriage, the village celebrated. Obinna was handsome, respected, and rich. His family compound was large. His barns were full. Many whispered, "She is lucky." But luck does not always wear a friendly face. On the night before her marriage, Nwanyarua's mother held her hands and said, "My daughter, marriage is a river. Some parts are calm, some parts drown. If trouble comes, be patient." Nwanyarua nodded. She did not argue, but her heart was restless. The first month of marriage was sweet. Obinna smiled. His mother praised her cooking. The village women envied her wrappers and coral beads. Then one night, Obinna returned late, smelling of palm wine and pride. The soup was cold.
Where were you?
Without
Tell me
warning,
now.
his hand landed on her face. The
Lies. You were
sound
with
echoed
him.
like a drumbeat in
Where
the
were you?
silence.
Tell me now.
Obinna froze. So did she.
Lies. You were with
Then
him.
he said quietly, "Do not embarrass me again." That night, Nwanyarua cried without sound. She remembered her mother's words, "Be patient." As weeks turned into months, the slaps became routine. Sometimes it was soup, sometimes it was his mood, sometimes no reason at all. When Nwanyarua reported to her mother-in-law, the old woman laughed. A woman who reports her husband is still a child. The aunties warned her, "Do not speak too much. Marriage is endurance." The elders said nothing. At night the compound was quiet, but not peaceful. Pain lived there, fear slept there, and silence protected the men. One night during the New Yam Festival, Nwanyarua saw another woman hiding bruises behind her wrapper. Then another. Then another. Their eyes met. No words were spoken. But something passed between them. Recognition. Later that night, under the moonlight near the river, Nwanyarua spoke for the first time. "How many of us are bleeding quietly?" The women looked around nervously. No one answered, but no one left. The next meeting was smaller, then larger. They met at the stream, at the farm paths, behind the market stalls. Stories spilled out, shaking voices, trembling hands, broken ribs, lost pregnancies, threats. Nwanyarua listened. Then she said, "Silence has not saved us." The women were afraid. "If we speak, they will punish us." Nwanyarua nodded. "If we stay silent, they will destroy us." That night, Obinna beat her harder than ever before. But something had changed. She did not cry. On the night of the elders' gathering, Nwanyarua stood before the village square. Her legs shook, her heart pounded. Women stood behind her, quiet but present. She spoke. She told everything. At first, the elders laughed. Then another woman stepped forward. Then another. Then another. The laughter died. The air became heavy. The oldest elder raised his staff and said, "Call the diviner." The diviner cast the sacred objects. Silence followed. Then the verdict. The ancestors are angry. Blood cries from women's homes. For the first time in Umuoa's history, men were punished, publicly. Obinna was fined, disgraced, and stripped of respect. Other men followed. Some families protested. but the elders stood firm. Tradition that kills must be buried. Nwanyarua was offered a choice: return to her husband or leave with honor. She chose to leave. As she walked out of Umuoa, women followed her to the village gate. No drums played, no songs were sung, but something powerful had begun. From that day, in Umuoa, silence was no longer a rule, and girls grew up hearing a new story. There was once a bride who refused to be silent, and because of her, many voices were born. Love without respect is violence. Tradition without compassion is cruelty. And silence is not strength. It is a prison. Key.